She was straight away rushed out. Work log. Wants foods for the winter. Her babies are always hungry. Wants foods for the winter. Her babies are always hungry. So what happened? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. She's gonna commit suicide. No, that's not good. Greetings guys and girls and fellow gamers. My name is Games for Kicks and welcome to Lobotomy Corp, a monster management simulation game which has monsters inspired from sources like Cabin in the Woods, Warehouse 13 and SCP Foundation. One disaster will cause another and will lead everything into chaos. Manage and survive. If you aren't familiar with the SCP Foundation, it stands for Special Containment Procedure, which is a fictional organization that is the subject of web-based collaborative writing project. Also, it refers to the organization's slogan of Secure, Contain, Protect. It's basically stories that are written, as far as I understand it, they're stories that are written about an organization that contains entities in secret locations, and there's like several thousand apparently on our planet. Of course, it's all fictional. Well, let's hope so. And how you do tests on them, procedures on them, and in this game you do the same thing. You have them in your facility, and you have to try to extract energy from them. Now, it is probably not as easy to explain, especially by me. So let's dive right into it and see what it's all about. I hope you guys are gonna have a great time watching it. If you do, remember to kick that like button in the balls to support the channel. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. Okay, let's start a new game. When we start a new game, we get to the first phase of this game, which is the story phase. In the story phase, you're spoken to, you get more involved in the storyline, you have to make certain decisions, maybe answer certain questions or ask certain questions. And before it gets into the management mode. Also, the game is originally Korean, so if you find some odd translations or odd text, it's down to that. But they are doing a good job in translating it, and they're actively, obviously, working on it. Now, this is part one. Hello, X. I'm Angela. Sorry, I skipped ahead. I'm Angela. I'm an AI. I'm your assistant, your secretary, and someone to whom you can talk. I hope I can help make your time here a little more comfortable. All I have is this voice, but isn't it still great? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Even with the advancement of technology, you're a little put off that an AI is helping you, right? But for tasks that require multitasking, it is more effective to just let an AI handle it. Besides, I'm the best in most of these fields. I can handle the tasks of dozens of people simultaneously. Many people probably lost their job because of me. Too bad, so sad. Enough of my introduction. Should we have some time for questions? Yes. Okay, I like to ask about you. How can I explain in layman terms in order to make them understand? In order to make me people, thousands of people went through a great deal of trouble for many years. All sorts of new algorithms and functions were created, and a new history of AI was written. And I work for the company. We discovered these wonders called abnormalities. We found these mysterious entities called abnormality, and a way to extract energy from them was a certain method. Now, if I keep saying anomalies in between the game going forward, I'm sorry. Okay, for some reason my brain has the word anomaly in it. I think I said anomaly even through the intro. Of course, artificial intelligence is a very common concept, but to name a difference between them and I can express emotions. That is scary as balls. I can be the perfect partner through all other functions. That is even scarier than balls. Okay, so all right, let's start. Now we get into the management phase. Now I try my best to explain as much as possible of the things that I'm aware of and that I know about the game. The game doesn't hold your hand. It's not really giving you much of a tutorial. You just have to figure things out. Now, on this level here, when we get to the first screen of the management phase, we get prompted with the four departments. We only have the initial department unlocked, the control team department. There's the safety team, the informational team, and the educational team. I never really unlocked another department. It's just really hard, the game. And you have abnormalities spawning in all of these departments that you have to deal with to extract energy from them. You can see our today's mission is to gather 15 energy, which should be easy enough depending what abnormality we're gonna get. And we're gonna have to assign agents now to the control room. Now we only have one agent in the moment, but we can hold up to 3. Now also this room, what it allows you to do is research. In general, all these rooms. Now, as you unlock them, you can conduct more research on other things. Now, we only have unlocked this one, so one of the items to research is command management. Researching that will give you the ability to do 1.5 or 2 times speed, so I like that. I like the idea of that, thank you very much. Now, I also want to hire 2 more agents because we can do up to 3 agents. Now, these agents have a lot of stats and different stats, like they have beliefs like principlist, optimist, pacifist. They have different skills that they can use to do things like communication, nourishment, punishment. But we get into that a little bit more as we play because, like I said, these things become a little bit more clearer as we are getting into the game. You can see their stats up here, which we're gonna get into a little bit more as well. And it's very important for abnormalities to, sometimes it's important to them that you're male or female or that you're a certain type of belief. So it all comes into play. But let's stop waffling, let's get into it. Okay, first pause the game and see what's going on. Now, we have an abnormality here we have never met before. The reason I'm saying that is because it's named T02 instead of having a name. As you discover, as you deal with abnormalities, you get to know them better over time and unlock more and more information about them. And that gets stored in the game. So if you restart the game, you keep that information going forward, which is great because you will die a lot. So let's see what we have here. Oh no, spiders. I hate spiders. Okay, so fair enough. Let's see what we can do. Do we know anything about this abnormality yet? Description, work log, caretaking. We know absolutely nothing. Okay, so what we might want to do is just randomly select something and I don't know. I usually start with consensus and see if we can communicate somehow. So let's send in Yum Yum to talk to the spiders or whatever that is. Okay, so far it's generating positive energy because it's actually pretty happy. I should have probably waited until it's unhappy because if I make it unhappy now, I lose the chance of more energy. Before I continue, we are the men in black. We are these guys in uniform. And these guys here, the red guys, they're just staff. They just run around, do their own thing. We can't control them. So let's see what's going on. Oh, holy balls. Look at her face. It's like, oh my god. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Oh, wow. What happened? What happened? She was straight away rushed out. Work log. Wants foods for the winter. Her babies are always hungry. Wants foods for the winter. Her babies are always hungry. So what happened? Oh no! Oh no! Okay. She's gonna commit suicide! No, that's not good! Okay, so what's basically happening now is like these things can freak you out, okay? These things have different types of attacks they can do on you, yeah? And you can have people, agents that are very weak, you know, it will just freak out. So obviously our Yum Yum, she didn't have much mental strength. So if you look at the other guys, for example, if you look at her, you can see that she has a max mental HP, but basically HP bar for your brain, max HP bar, and when that reaches 0, they start freaking out. Once they start panicking, their panic response come into play. Some of them are become murderers and kill everybody else. Some of them apparently suicidal. So what we can do about that though is we can try to knock some sense back into them by sending our guys down and smack her over the head with the baton. And let's see if we're gonna get there in time or if she's gonna kill herself. That would be already amazing first start. Come on, hit her before she kills herself. Come on. Excellent. So we suppressed her right now. She will not go back here because she's not very good for that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see what else. Now the spider was talking about hunger for winter. So maybe nutrition is what we have to do. Now we're gonna send in an optimist because of the high success rate as well. So let's see if that's gonna work out any better. Okay, so we're getting psychological damage here. How are you doing, Alex? You're the optimist. Don't get messed up in the head now. Stay cool. Oh, we're still going down. We're still going down. The effects of the result of what you're doing are not coming into play, as far as I know, until after you finish. So this is still currently the psychological thing that she's going down. We are only creating some happy bars and more sad bars, or whatever you want to call them, more displeased bars. There's nothing else happening right now, so let's see. How is Alex doing? Oh, Alex freaked out? No, Alex was finished. I think Alex managed to finish. Yes! And the abnormality is in a good mood. That means we probably will finish already our first day. That would be super awesome. that would actually be very awesome. So let's see if we got more information. Alex never looks at the ceiling during the work to assure not to make any eye contact with her. Alex successfully exits the containment room without stepping on any of the baby spiders. Well, that was good. I assume that would have pissed it off. So let's see what else we have. Do we have anything else unlocked? Description? No? Okay. Its attack type is red. Oh yeah, the attack types. There's different attack types. There's red for physical, white for psychological, block for facility effect. But this spider, even though it has red, it actually doesn't do physical damage. It does psychological damage. And again, this is part of the translation issues that I will come across sometimes, which when they happen in these type of things are a real pain in the ass, because you assume they do physical damage, but they didn't. So this one should actually say white. Then you have black, which is facility effects, and blue for eternal death. An abnormality can have two. It could have, like, say, white / red or blue / white. And that is because one they use then while you work, and another one they use as you leave. So they could possibly have a facility effect as you leave the room and attack you physically as you're in the room. So, and as you leave with the other one. So anyway, so let's continue watching her. Let's not go in and see if we get enough energy from all that, because that would be good if we don't have to bother contacting her again. She's creepy as balls. Look at that. Oh man. Okay, we're getting low though. And we're only halfway there, not even halfway there. So why don't we send somebody else down? I think that worked well. Alex worked well. So let's send Alex down while she's still doing positive charges to keep them positive, to not risk getting into the red. Because I'm assuming she's less vicious also when you... Yeah, she's more susceptible. Now, we get some physiological damage, but that's okay. Oh, we got an observation activated. That is awesome. So what basically happens now is as you progress, and I assume it's related, I don't know what triggers it exactly. My guess is if you do well, you get eventually the option to observe the abnormality. So you can't do it while somebody is in the room, but as soon as Alex is leaving, we can execute that. Even if we're full of energy, it doesn't matter. So come on, Alex, just finish up so we can go. I think I have an eye for people. You have succeeded in collecting the full amount of energy. Now give yourself a little break. Did we uncover anything more? No, but I really would like to do that observation if we can. So Alex should be finished. This is a countdown. So if it starts going down again before the countdown reaches 0, Alex, you might as well do that. Come on, go back in. So let's see if we can do that while this is going up. Now, observation basically is doing a private session or something with that monster, I assume. And we find out more information. Now we've unlocked its name. It's Spiderbutt. With high probability, principled employees kill baby spiders in containment rooms. So we will not ever send down a person that is a principally whatever you call it. Yeah. So we don't even think we have a principled person. We have a pacifist. Oh, they're principalists. So we shouldn't send her down with food because the spider will go apeshit on her. Because that's what she said. She said, no way, don't like it. Now, we also uncovered that she likes to play. Now, I don't understand the green and the red hat. I assume that both of them are positive, but not as positive. But this is the most positive, which should be food, I suppose. So food, playing... And then consensus is neutral, not really doing much. So if you want to communicate with her, and then you can do other things that can really mess her up and be very pissed off with you. So let's finish that day. Excellent. We got 4 points. Alex got promoted. There is actually an experience gain thing going on in the background. So they have experience bars. I just don't think we can see it. So because you don't get promoted every time. Sometimes you have to play a day or two before you get promoted. Depends on the action you're doing to get the experience. So target energy achieved. Very good. And now we're back to the story phase, where our story continues. Face your fears to create the future. The man called A, the founder of Lobotomy, made this slogan. If you have to choose between the two, which line do you prefer? Face your fears? Oh, or create the future? Well, create the future. I answered create the future. The future, whether we want it or not, is coming. There are two ways. They either accept or create a new future. We are an innovative enterprise. To be able to extract new energy is truly remarkable. Technology, I wish that I was an AI that could display expressive emotion, then I could explain better than this. Our new technology will save humanity and change and create a new future. So let's get started with day 2. There we go. We have our 3 agents still assigned. Oh, there's 3 different agents. Oh no, there she's still a principalist. I thought we had an optimist. Strange. We can assign 4 agents now. So let's hire another one. There we go. There's an optimist. And now today's target is to gather 30 energy. I don't want to research anything. Now what's special is about for 10 points you can create your own custom agent. And you can actually select the work they can carry out. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where, say, you can even give them highest level if you want. Yeah, so if you find yourself in a situation where your best nutritionist has died at level 3, you could recreate it if you have the points. But we don't. So I just wanted to show you that. Now let's get started with the day. Oh, let's pause it. Oh, wow. Excellent. This abnormality I actually already know. And that is because I played the game a couple of times beforehand. And as I said, information is retained. What we actually know everything, I think, already about this abnormality. Oh, one more thing we can actually observe. That's right. Yes. There's 3 observations you can do on each abnormality. I think it's 3. Let me see. Oh, this one actually is 4. So it could be different numbers. Interesting. But the last observation has to be done by you yourself as a director, and I think last time I did it I failed, so that's why it's still there. Now what we know about this person here, they love consensus, they love communicating, okay, and they have a special ability, forgotten sin brings forth punishment. After employee Reinhardt made a confession to one sin and hundreds of good deeds, its condition rapidly got bad. Employee Frank and people around her seem to have got their mind clear, but not as much as employee Frank, who actually made the confession. So there you go, it tells you a little bit about the anomaly. And the description: figure is that of a skull with a crown of thorns attached to a gigantic cross. It levitates about a meter above the ground. Despite its harsh appearance, it hardly ever leads on attack. It often makes noises by clacking its teeth together, but there's no need to pay extra attention to that noise. Anyway, you can read that in your own time because we already have uncovered that. So, and also there's a risk level. There's different types of risk levels in this game. Now each anomaly can be either, I don't know how to pronounce these properly, cyan, which is the lowest, which basically is the safest abnormality to work with. Then you have Teth, which is T-E-T-H. Let's see what the spider is, if we already know. Yeah, Teth, which is the second lowest safety. So you can only imagine how hard it's gonna get. Then you have He in the middle, Wa, W-A-W, the second most difficult. And then you have Alep, or something, A-L-E-P-H, which is dangerous, which is the most dangerous abnormality level you can get. But let's stay positive. Let's go in. What did we say works? Feeding. So let's feed and do not send in let's send in a pacifist for feeding time. Excellent. Let's send in Alex again because Alex did so fantastically amazing in the last episode. And this guy here loves talking. So let's send in our only talkative principalist. I don't think this abnormality has an issue with the beliefs you have, but let's see. We already know a lot about that skull, so we're gonna stay focused over here on that guy. Spider-But's numerous eyes are watching. Alex, every move like camera. Oh, cameras. Okay. Sometimes baby spiders fall from the ceiling. Don't mind them though. Yeah, just ignore them. You see, Alex is getting very good now at reading that person. At reading that abnormality. Very good. I like it, Alex. You're doing really well. Nice. Okay, we have a totally happy spider dude. And if we go over here, we have a totally happy skull dude. Now, what I'm going to do is, while it's happy, I'm going to do my last observation. The final observation on an abnormality must be done by the manager. Are you ready to conduct the final observation on this abnormality? Okay. It has great power. It is savior that will judge you, an executioner that will put you in your demise. In its eyes, you find, technically it has no eyes, so in its pitch black holes, you find, last time I answered myself, and that probably was wrong, so nothing. Darkness. Now let's see what it says. Nothing is there. Have you found the answer you were looking for? Yes, I think we did. So we now know this abnormality fully. The last, its observation, max observation, there seems to be a scarce chance of lighting strikes while making confession. Employee somewhere pleaded that his or her mind got corrupted after being hit by the lightning, while those who did not get hit seem to have any effect at all. Look the results of your efforts before us. It is all we need. See, you are perfect. For lobotomy. Okay, so let's unpause and let's see if we can finish this day. That was unexpectedly easy. I was just lucky that I got an abnormality I already played with. Okay, and... yes. Nice. Promoted agents. You guys did nothing! Alex did the work and... okay, I don't know, like... Anyway, we got another 4 points. I'm gonna read you the day 3 thing here, and then we're gonna stop the episode. I think that was enough of a kind of first look at this whole thing. The game is a lot of fun. It can get very stressful, and you can lose every employee at any one time. But when you restart, luckily you don't lose the information. So let's see. Is it evil if evil doing can achieve hundreds of good deeds? Do you have to feel guilty for having a power for good? The only thing you found in it was abyss. Remember this when the day comes for you to ponder about greater good. Creature 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds, max observation achieved. Very good. Hello manager, I have already been 3 days since you started working for Lobotomy. 3 is a mysterious number. The witches in fairy tales always tell you to ask for 3 wishes. Although I don't have any magic powder, I have the ability to grant you 1 wish. And considering the fact that I'm not a person, your wish doesn't have to be rational or realistic. Psychological growth? Because we keep getting hammered with psychology stuff. What is psychological growth? I know the definition of psychology, but I'm not sure about psychological growth. As long as you're in lobotomy, anything can be possible, right? I'm gonna leave this episode here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope to see you guys in another video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.